What's going on, people? It is Irish Gunner HD here. You can call me Irish, and welcome to episode 34 of Will It Drift. So, today's car is reasonably priced car, as suggested by Sneaky Dragon 22. So, as you can see, I went with the Toyota Corolla AE86 Hachiroku, however you know it. And basically, as standard, it comes with 128 horsepower, 110 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 2,094 pounds. So, I went for the cheapest, most fun, and best performing car for its price, and it was a complete tie-up between the AE86 and the S13 Silvia, because I think they're both about 5,000 credits in the game. So, yeah, that's the reason for that choice. So, as for the car itself then, it's surprisingly bad, as standard. Like, I had bigger expectations, to be honest. Like, when you think of the Corolla, all you think of is drift. So, like, it's meh off the line. I don't know, like, how else to explain it. It's slow. But it goes a lot better than a lot of other standard cars, and it's certainly a lot better than many other cars that I've done in Will It Drift. Like, keep in mind, we're on under 130 horsepower, and like it's only 110 foot-pounds of torque. There's a huge amount of body roll. I was actually shocked by how kind of unresponsive it felt. Like, where like old muscle cars have loads of body roll, like that's kind of known, but they also have a load of weight behind them to kind of plant them a little bit. They had like the Corolla just kind of bounces wildly from corner to corner. Like, from what I noticed was there's no chance of it holding a drift in any way successfully, and even less of it linking corners. Like, overall, as I said, pretty disappointed. The initial D Hachiroku was definitely not standard, that's for sure. But for the medium build then, we have 184 horsepower, 143 foot-pounds of torque. It weighs 1,845 pounds, and the mods that I've done are all drivetrain and platform handling to race, of course, race springs and weight reduction, sport camshafts, and a single turbo conversion. And it's okay now. It's still pretty unexceptional off the line. It has this weird kind of fishtailing element as the tyres are spinning that makes it kind of hard to control off the line as well, which is strange. But it handles like just okay. It's just okay. It seems to be balanced well between its handle and its power. But with that said though, it is also very susceptible to spinning, which is not something that you'd ever expect from an AE86. A lot of the body roll is gone naturally with all the the weight reduction and the chassis stiffening and stuff like that from the springs suspension upgrades. That also obviously makes it a lot more responsive, so that's good. It links the corners all right now, but like only in second gear, and you're going very slowly, so it's still like not overly impressive. Overall, I wasn't really blown away, but it could be a lot worse. Like it's definitely better than most medium builds, I would say that. Like, especially like the kind of front wheel drives and the random kind of weird cars that I get suggested. It definitely is better than a lot of them, and I'm basically just excited to show you the full build because this is my personal AE86 that I've spent a lot of time tuning. So this has 281 horsepower, 229 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 1,861 pounds. Now, the full build and tune will be in the description, so I'm going to copy and paste out that into the description so you can see for yourself. And basically, it's my main AE86. It's my main Corolla in the game. When I take it into public lobbies, I keep it up with pretty much, unless I run into somebody that I know from the forums or whatever, like somebody that has a really good like Skyline or Supra or Muscle V8 kind of thing. It pretty much keeps up with anything. I don't know why, but it keeps up with anything. It holds its angle like nobody's business. You just do not spin this car. And I actually start to run earlier to give you an example of that here. So what you're going to see now is me starting from further back so I can build up more speed to throw it in as backwards as possible, and you see that I hold the angle, I scrub the wall, I actually bump it a little bit, but I decided to keep the run anyway because it was a good example of what it can do. It is very, very fast for a Corolla, so I think everything that I say about this should be taken into context of for a Corolla, for an AE86. But yeah, it's pretty beast, and I'm not bragging, I'm not saying that it's the best out there by any means. I'm sure many people have Corollas that are better. But yeah, when I was suggested reasonably priced car, and I knew that I had a Corolla that performed this well, I knew that I had to show it off. So as I said, the link will be, or just the build will be in the description for you to have a look at and copy and paste over into your game, and for you to have a look at. But will it drift? No. Obviously, yes. Yes, of course it will drift. It's actually it's probably the car that I'm most proud of. While my S14 is my main car, and my R32 is my battle car, and my Supra was the first car that I built that was competitive, the Corolla is definitely the one that I'm most proud of for just getting such great performance out of such a kind of unlikely car, if you will. And it is, of course, as I didn't say that I swapped the engine, because I didn't. It is the stock Ford AGE. So Yeah, it's a pretty piece car. Definitely try it out. Definitely try out the tune in the description. But if you enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.